Pain is the real now. USP is your real during. And wow is their real after. What do I mean by that? We're going to break each of those three down. We talk about story a lot because story is everything for us. If you've been on one of our Create Your Marketing Strategy live masterclasses, you'll know the value of story. And it's always intense and emotional. Of course, it should be, because your story has to be true by definition, because it's your story. We're not placing it there. It's coming from you. And so it's always powerful. It's impossible for it not to be. And when we talk about story, we talk about three levels: BDE, BDA, and PPP. BDE stands for before, or beginning, middle, and end. That's how we all heard about stories in school. They have to have a beginning, a middle, and an end. And then in TechFu land, we've evolved that to BDA, before, during, and after. And the purpose of that is because we understand that you're taking your customers on a journey. You're really helping them move forwards in a certain trajectory. And that means they've come from somewhere before working with you. They're now working with you during, and then they experience some outcomes after working with you. And it's really, really important that you get your heads around that: before, during, and after. Now, in before, during, and after, each of them has a piece of the puzzle that starts with a P. So the three Ps are pain, process, and pleasure. So before, they're in pain. During working with you, they experience the process. And after working with you, they experience the pleasure, the paradise of the outcome. At TechFu, we've evolved that even further now into a newer, multi-leveled approach. And I mentioned it at the start, and I'm going to go back and break each of those three down. Pain is the real now. USP is your real during. And wow is their real after. So we're bringing into play not just pain, but also some of the brand messaging around USP and wow. And we're also blending all of this with the before, during, and after, and trying to wrap all of that into story around sentiment, time, and messaging. And those are the three variables by which one should think about story: sentiment, time, and messaging. Before, during, and after. Pain, process, and pleasure. So let's just break each of those down. Pain is the real now. What we mean by this is people are in pain right now. Literally, a customer of yours is in pain right now. It's a huge problem for them. It's the real now for them. There's nothing fake about it. They have a problem. They don't know how to solve it. They have to solve it. It could mean the difference between a happy family and a sad family, a healthy business and an unhealthy business. Whatever it is, the pain they're in the real now is the key thing that you need to obsess about. Because if you can understand that pain and help or make it go away, they are going to love you. And they'll tell all their friends about you that are relevant as well. The USP is your real during. So what does this mean? Well, USP, it stands for unique sales proposition or unique selling proposition. And the USP is your real during. So whilst pain is their real now, the USP is yours. It's part of your process. It's probably the core of your process. And so you have to get that blend right of understanding pain is their real now. The USP is my during. It's my process that I'm going to take them from pain into their real after, which is where wow lives. It's where pleasure and paradise lives. So we're taking them from pain through process into paradise. It's that simple. I know it sounds complicated, but it's not. And if you listen to this a few times, it will make sense to you too. The bottom line is pain is their real now. USP is your real during. And wow, the wow factor the outcomes, the results, is their real after. That's what they're going to experience. Nothing more, nothing less. Pain is the real now. USP is your real during, and wow is their real after. It's all about telling stories, and these are the best ways we know to tell stories, blending sentiment, timelines, and messaging all in one, as powerful as possible.